Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this long overdue celebration of family business in Atlantic, Canada. I am Amine Mousavi, President of Family Business Atlantic, and I am so pleased to be here with you all face to face as we recognize three remarkable entrepreneurs, Dr. Robert Blunden, Nevell, Provo, and Aileen, Reid. It has been a long and tumultuous time for us all as we had to postpone this event. So we want to thank everyone for joining us today in what is a regulated and safe way to honor our special guests and their families. It is so wonderful to see the members of the Blunden, Provo, and Reid families, some longtime members, some new members of our association as well. And we look forward to sharing the story of the accomplishments of our award recipients with you all after lunch. We altered the way that we would typically run this event with a maximum capacity of 72 people and many others wanting to attend our annual awards ceremony. Our association got creative, and we are happy to announce that we are going to extend our audience to others outside of this room by making this event available through a live stream on YouTube. I would like to thank Rod Hall and Jacob, our AV team, for making this possible. I welcome you to check it out and share it on your social media. Our goal at Family Business Atlantic is to continue to host these kinds of hybrid events for as long as we can, as it's a really great way to connect in person safely and virtually. We've been hosting this award ceremony now for quite a number of years, and it's one that's very dear to our hearts because it provides us with an opportunity to recognize so many entrepreneurs, family businesses, and to share the success of our accomplished members. As you know, we are a non-for-profit, membership-driven organization supporting business growth in Atlantic Canada. Whether a business directly employs family members or receives financial or emotional support, we exist to help them thrive through peer groups, networking events, and educational resources. Everything we do at Family Business Atlantic is done with the intent to strengthen our members so that they are well positioned to propel their business forward and strengthen our region's economic prosperity, something that has now never been more important. As always, there are many people who have played a hand in the coordination of today's event. We would like to extend our deepest thanks to our presenting sponsor, the Women Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub, our supporting sponsor, MNP, our education sponsor, St. Mary's University, and our media sponsor, All Nova Scotia. We really appreciate all of your support and the promotion of today's event. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge Patrick O'Connor, who is Family Business Atlantic Awards Chair. He has worked closely with Michelle Levine and Sarah Wilson on today's program. Thank you, Patrick, for your commitment and for supporting our association as we work to safely organize an event during what has been an unprecedented year. In following the health and safety protocols, we ask you to kindly wear your masks anytime you're not sitting at your table. So please wear your mask when you want to go to the washroom and follow social distancing at all times. Patrick will be kicking off the presentation in about half hour, and we will introduce Dr. Albert James from Dalhousie Center for Family Business, who is representing our presenting sponsor, the Women Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub. And together with Patrick, they will profile our extraordinary award recipients. Please enjoy your lunch in the company of those at your table. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. 2020, what a year, eh? Who thought all this was going to happen? I don't think I did. And when we were sitting around a FBA committee meeting in March, and pandemonium was hitting as we were speaking, and we decided that it was time to postpone this event after making a couple of calls to different organizations around the city to see what they were doing with their events. It was quite a crazy time, and at that point we were all still allowed to meet with each other and not wear masks. So I'm pretty happy that we were able to pull this event off today. I don't think there's many events happening in the city right now, and so the fact that we're able to collectively come together and honor a few people who have done some extraordinary things is pretty awesome. For those who don't know me, my name is Patrick O'Connor, and it's an honor to chair this year's Family Business Awards program. The program began about 12 years ago, and we've profiled over 35 family enterprises since that time in our region. We're thrilled to have family and friends from each of our recipients with us today. And on behalf of FBA, our presenting sponsor, Women's Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub, our supporting sponsor, M&P, our media sponsor, All Nova Scotia, and our education sponsor, SMU's Entrepreneurship Center, we thank each of you for sharing your stories with us. Today we will acknowledge and celebrate each recipient with a short presentation on their accomplishments, and we'll invite each of those recipients to come to the podium to share a few personal thoughts and comments. All applicants are nominated and vetted on criteria like their family business framework, their mission, vision, and values of family business, their company's prosperity and development, and what each have done to advance succession best practices and a successful and positive family business culture. Without further ado, we're going to do a little something different this year, and we're going to honor our first ever Business Advisor of the Year award. I mean, it's 2020, so we're doing different things. As you guys can see, we're going to be honoring Dr. Robert Blunden, better known to us as Bob. Bob grew up in Halifax and is George and Audrey's eldest child, and he has 3 siblings, Douglas, Peter, and Carolyn. Family business is in Bob's blood, having spent much of his childhood working with his father, George, in the family Halifax-based building materials business. Bob's father and grandfather set up Blunden Supplies in 1949, a mere 1949, near the grain elevators in Halifax's south end, which later became Blunden Construction in 1968. Working in the family business has always been a part of Bob's early life, having worked at part-time at age 14 at Brookfield Bros, which is the building materials division of the company. Bob completed a BCom at Dow Business School from 1971 to 1974, and then went on to obtain a Master's of Management from Northwestern University Graduate School. He returned to the family business in 1976 as marketing manager, and in February 1977, he assumed full responsibility for Brookfield Bros with the mandate to either turn it around or to sell the business. Bob's business education was helpful and prepared him for the challenges of working in the company his father and grandfather co-founded 2 decades earlier. The business did recover, but severe economic downturn affected its profitability. The family made the decision to sell the business. Unfortunately, this did not prove successful. Instead, Bob managed its orderly and profitable liquidation. Brookfield Bros eventually closed its doors in 1981. However, Blunden Construction is still thriving today with Bob's younger brother Douglas now at the helm. Bob began his teaching career at Dow in the Rowe School of Business Administration as Associate Professor of Strategic Management and Family Enterprise. He took 3 years off in 1986 to obtain a Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration from the University of Western Ontario, and then he returned to Dalhousie full-time in 1989, coordinating the Bachelor of Commerce program and lecturing on marketing and business policy. Bob went on to teach strategic management, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, new venture creation, and managing the family enterprise at the Rowe School of Business and internationally. I don't know how you had that much time to teach all of those classes. He's an accomplished case writer and researcher, with his cases having appeared in the leading Canadian strategic management textbooks. I probably had to read one of those when I went to school. He has also taught internationally in China, Latvia, and the Bahamas, and has received several awards. Bob has mentored many students while teaching at Dalhousie and has guided and advised many family businesses over his career. His consulting activities through Blunden & Associates have spanned 40 years and have helped clients address a wide range of strategic issues. He has provided strategic planning and strategy formulation assistance to large firms and organizations. feasibility analysis and business planning services to entrepreneurs starting new businesses, turnaround and exit strategy assistance to people in trouble, governance, conflict resolution, and succession management advice to family businesses. He and his associates, Larry Smith and Derek Mitchell, have provided strategic direction to clients across Canada, Hungary, and Jamaica. In 2002, Bob co-directed the Shad Valley DAL program with Dr. Tim Little, Faculty of Engineering at DAL. Shad Valley is a 1-month residential program followed by a 4 to 6 week job placement for gifted grade 11 and 12 students. It is designed to expose participants to entrepreneurship and the possibilities that arise from combining science and technology with entrepreneurship. The DAL program is one of 8 in Canada. Bob was also instrumental in establishing the Centre for Family Business and Regional Prosperity, which opened at DAL in 2008, one of 6 centres across Canada. Bob is the founding director of the Canadian Association of Family Enterprise, which started in Nova Scotia in 1996, and he coordinated the provincial chapter activities out of his office at DAL for many years. CAFE eventually dissolved in 2016, and the Family Business Association Atlantic began in June that same year. He has helped guide and grow both associations and has informed the programs and services that we offer our members. Bob continues to sit on Family Business Atlantic's board of directors and has served on the Christian Children's Fund of Canada from 2006 to 2018. He is an active member of St. Margaret of Scotland Anglican Church and co-founded the Friends of St. Margaret to reach into parishioners and out to the community. Bob retired as Associate Professor of Strategic Management and Family Enterprise from DAL in 2015 with a view to continuing his consulting, but to also take some time to relax and travel. Retirement has afforded him the time to pursue other passions. He is an accomplished cook, loves wine, jazz, and reading. He is also a word that I can't pronounce, which means the collection and study of postage stamps and postal history. Okay, I read that about 15 times. I asked 3 people, none of them knew it, so. Bob is the proud father of 2 children, David, who lives in Montreal, and Christina, who lives in Dartmouth. Together with his life partner, Colette Robichaud, he enjoys spending time with his 4 grandchildren, Madison, Jarrett, Jack, and Ryan. For over 40 years, Bob has taught and consulted on various topics surrounding family business, and he truly believes that family enterprises are the root of our regional prosperity. He has illuminated issues around family businesses, succession that has helped us to better understand the nature and complexities of family business. Dr. Bob has a long and rich CV filled with so many academic accolades and professional milestones. He gives so much to those around him, both inside and outside the classroom. His contributions to family business are immeasurable, but have not gone unnoticed. Bob, it's an honor to recognize you and all of your accomplishments with our very first Family FBA Business Advisor of the Year Award for 2020. Come on up.
Thank you, Patrick. Now, Michelle told me I could speak for 45 minutes, or was that 4 to 5 minutes? I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you very much. All I want to do is share some of the thanks with some of the people that have helped me along the way, and because this kind of a journey involves a lot of people, and there's a lot of people to thank. So that said, first, I'd like to thank Family Business Association Atlantic and all of you for this recognition and honor. I'm truly humbled and very appreciative. You don't have a journey like mine without a lot of help, supporters, and influences along the way. I'd like to tell you part of my family business story and recognize some of the people that have contributed to my journey. If I forget somebody along the way, I apologize in advance. I'm getting old and the memory's getting dotty. I was born into a family in business. My father and his father, as you saw on the slides, started Blunden Supplies in 1949. I came along 4 years later. At about 14, I started working in the shop shoveling shavings for 80 cents an hour. That kind of puts the timeline in perspective, I think. If we had any young people in the room, I don't think they'd be too interested in 80-cent jobs. In 1968, Blunden Supplies bought Brookfield Brothers, and we moved it to Spryfield and expanded our building material retailing division. I worked in that business while I went to school and eventually ran it from 77 through 81. I lived the challenges and issues of family business those years. I worked with my dad, brothers, sister, mother, aunt, and uncles. That experience clearly sparked my interest in family business. Today, my brother Douglas owns and operates Blunden Construction. My brother Peter has built and operates his own family business, East Coast Laundry Equipment. He's here today with his wife Marge and his son Greg, both of whom are active in the business. My daughter Christina and girlfriend Colette are also here today. My parents couldn't be here. Both my parents are still alive. They're both 88 actually, so they got some years to go yet. But their health doesn't really permit them to be here today. They may be watching us online, but my dad didn't seem too keen on that, so we'll see. I'd like to thank all my family for their support and love. I'd especially like to thank my father, who taught me much of what I know about families and business. I have 3 degrees in business, and I spent 40 years as a business professor and consultant. In the early years, business schools were focused on larger firms and corporate organizations. There was little to no study of family business or its unique issues. In 1989, I started to study and teach family business at Dalhousie School of Business. Dalhousie was very supportive. We created courses in family business and a Center for Family Business and Regional Prosperity. Dalhousie helped found and provided administrative support for Family Business Association Atlantic's predecessor, Cafe Nova Scotia. At Dalhousie, I taught family business with Larry Smith. Larry's here today. Leslie McNabb Chrysalis, Margie Humphreys. Margie's here today. And Albert James. And Albert's here today, but I don't see him. I'm not sure where he's sitting. There you go. Larry became my friend and consulting partner. Leslie was director of the Family Business Center and taught with Larry and me. Margie taught with us and became a leading Atlantic Canadian family business consultant. Albert directs the center now and teaches family business at Dalhousie. They all contributed to my understanding and appreciation of family business and its complexities. I thank them, and I thank Dalhousie. I've been involved with Family Business Atlantic and its predecessor, Cafe Nova Scotia, since their inceptions. They provided a forum of like-minded people who helped me develop my understanding of family business and put some of my ideas into action. Thank you to all of our members, past and present. You are a part of something very special, and I hope it helps your family and your family business as much as it has helped me. Special thanks to Michelle Levine, our executive director. We've worked together for many years. And Gordon Wussick, who's not here, but he's out west, former chair of Cafe National. They are friends and an inspiration. Over the years, my consulting became focused on families in business and family businesses. Much of that work was done with my consulting partner, Larry Smith. Thank you, Larry. You challenged me, and we made a great team. I won't name our clients because I want to respect their privacy. Some of them are in this room or are members of Family Business Atlantic. Some of them came to us to help proactively plan strategy, succession, or governance changes. Some of them came to us in times of difficulty to address conflict, structure, or succession. I want to thank them all because they taught me so very much about families and family businesses. They gave me the benefit of their experiences and challenged my ideas. They rooted me in the practical reality of real families and real family businesses with their businesses' futures and family harmony at stake. Well, I've gone on long enough. Once again, thank you all. Thank you for this award and for your recognition. I knew it was only 4 to 5 minutes. So I guess I'm first, so I get to pick whichever one I like, right? Thanks very much, folks. God bless.
And now I'm pleased to have the opportunity to introduce Michael Sanderson with SMU's Entrepreneurship Center, who's going to come up and do the presentation for Nevell Provo.
Everyone hear me? Awesome. Well, it's nice to be here in person. That's really good in real life. It's actually really nice to be doing something not in my pajama pants for the last month, so that's good. Before I get into Nevell's bio, I just want to say what an honor it is to say a few words on behalf of Nevell. Look, at the Entrepreneurship Center, one of the things we look for and pray for is students who just have it. They've got that passion, that drive to change the world. And from the day I met Nevell, he's one of those guys. So I think it's amazing that he's being honored here today, and I'm honored to be able to read these 70 pages bio that I have for you. So stay tuned. All right, so Nevell Provo, he left his native North Preston at the age of 14 to play basketball at Loyola University in Maryland. He's one of 10 siblings and is an accomplished athlete who has a passion for health, fitness, and entrepreneurship. These passions have combined to create his amazing business that he launched in 2018, Smooth Meal Prep. So Nevell launched this business when he was pursuing a business degree at St. Mary's University. As a busy student, he asked his mom, like we all do, can you prepare me some nutritious meals that will get me through the days? And of course, he loved those meals, but what he found is so did his friends, and he immediately saw an opportunity. With them responding, to these meals, Smooth Meal Prep was created, and it's a food delivery service that offers low-carb, high-protein meals for fitness and health-minded people. It's ideal for those looking to lose weight, gain muscle, or simply eat foods that are nutritious and accessible. The family prides themselves on providing quality meals delivered directly to your door, saving clients time and effort. Healthy living, as we know, is a growing concern for Canadians, and the demand for organic, healthy food continues to grow. Having the skills, knowledge, and time to prepare nutritious food is a major challenge for people who have a full-time work schedule. Within the fitness realm, people don't understand what foods and portions their bodies need to either lose or gain weight. And this is where Smooth Meal Prep comes in. They solve this problem for their clients. Their key value proposition is the ability to prepare delicious, healthy meals that follow a carb cycling science to help individuals realize their fitness goals with properly portioned and calculated calories and macronutrient-rich meals. It saves the client time by eliminating grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning. So Nevell says that he and his family are in the convenience game that's meant to reduce work and worry for his clients. Their marketing is targeted towards males and females aged 25 to 45, ideally single or without kids. The ideal customers are full-time workers who earn a minimum of $40,000 a year, are health conscious, and have fitness goals and or gym memberships. The meals can be purchased on a weekly basis, a weekly or monthly plan, and average out approximately at $10 a meal, much lower than his competition, HelloFresh, Tri-Sauté, or Power Kitchen. The company is truly a family business, with Nevell as the co-founder and CEO. He brings the science to Smooth Meal Prep, addressing the health requirements behind each meal plan, such as calories and macros. Corval Beals, Nevell's brother, is vice president and COO and handles day-to-day operations, system management, and HR. The matriarch of the family, Karen, is head chef, who's over 30 years of cooking experience. She's responsible for all of the planning and preparation of the meals and the purchasing of equipment and food. She's also the head of the kitchen, ensuring all food safety regulations and food quality standards are met. Nevell's sister, Cardisha Provo, manages the company's social media channels. They have 12 employees in total and have outsourced a bookkeeper who tracks all their receipts, which keeps the company in good standing with CRA. They've also outsourced a web developer who oversees website issues, and an outsourced marketer and graphic designer create trade show and marketing materials. In the first 7 months of business of operation, Smooth Meal Prep moved out of Nevell's mother's kitchen and into a rented commercial kitchen space. In those early months, they prepared and delivered over 10,000 meals, reaching 200 unique clients, with less than 10% being only one-time purchasers. They built a website, created a large social media presence, and have become one of the most recognized meal prep brands in Halifax. They've created some great strategic partnerships with World Gym Dartmouth, Simply for Life, and social media influencers. The company is closely connected to trusted advisors and has developed relationships with the Black Business Initiative, which they have 24/7 access to their team and resources. Nevell and family are advised by some successful entrepreneurs and mentors and feel grateful for the strong network of supporters. When asked where he sees his company in 5 to 10 years, Nevell says that Smooth Meal Prep will be the lead meal prep service in Canada, and that I believe for sure. They have plans to expand to 5 or more provinces with full complement of staff to support those operations. Nevell recognizes that this will require a dedicated commercial kitchen, not the current one that they are operating from. Another piece of the expansion plan is an improved order system, specifically an improved website and easy-to-use app that can inform customers of delivery dates and times. They are still in the research stage and created surveys to better understand and obtain feedback from their customers. The company has seen a lot of success in its first year. It's grown from a modest 10 customers to exceed 55 weekly customers, a 15 increase year over. In February, the company opened R&B Kitchen, a soul food restaurant out of the commercial kitchen in Dartmouth. Nevell recently joined Family Business Atlantic and is looking forward to participating in a peer group. He's now joining the board of directors and will be officially elected later today at the AGM. He's been called a serial entrepreneur and is recognized as an agent of change and is quickly becoming an influential advocate for the Black business community of Nova Scotia. He's proud to be part of the movement leading young entrepreneurs to inspire others to take on business opportunities. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Nevell Provo, the winner of the award.
Thanks a lot, and appreciate that a lot. Great job there. But yeah, first of all, I just want to say thank you for this award. I'm very honored and excited to be accepting this award. It means a lot as a young entrepreneur to be, recognized by an organization of such. As a young guy coming from North Preston, not usually seeing people like myself in these spaces in entrepreneurship in general, to kind of receive that, lift this up a little, bend down, to kind of receive that stamp, Exactly. Okay, I think we're back. But yeah, the kind of story I want to tell that I was telling my table, I had some issues getting here, a little tire issue coming from the gym. My tire blew out, and I didn't have the equipment needed. So quickly, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Time was ticking. My assistant Renee was messaging me, please hurry, because she would have had to come up here and make the acceptance speech. And she's only in her second week, so that would have been pretty cool. But so again, I thought, like, okay, do I call CAA? I know in the past they could have been an hour, hour and a half. Didn't have the time. So I quickly thought of a friend that lived nearby, gave him a call. He came out immediately, swapped cars with me, so I brought his car here, and he just got down and fixed my tire while I made my way here. But, I tell that story just to really highlight the importance of friends and family and, how we can always rely on people. And I think Halifax, and before I even go there, I think, having that small example kind of highlights life and in business. We need friends and family to help us get through things. And being a young entrepreneur in my second year, there's a ton of new challenges that I'm facing every day, whether it's legal issues, accounting issues, ton of issues that, you guys all understand. And I'm very grateful to be in a place like Halifax where there's a large ecosystem of people that are willing to help, friends and family. So I'm always able to call someone to help me out with the issues, whether it's my great friends at SMUEC that have, connected me to a lot of people, and, different people all around the city. And, that was kind of my thought process with joining FBA, was to kind of extend that family and extend that friend and those people that I could call on when things are going wrong. And again, when I really think back to Halifax and how important that piece has been for me, and how encouraging it's been when there's been times of doubt, times of issues as being an entrepreneur, and always having a friend to call on, it really goes a long way. So again, I'm really grateful for this award. I'm really thankful to be here, and I'm thankful to be joining FBA, and excited to meet a lot of you and have some of those friends that I can call on when things are tough and I got a little issue that I can't figure out myself. So thanks a lot, much appreciated.
I'm now going to invite Albert James up to the podium to present Aileen Reid her award. Thanks.
Well, I'm Albert James. I'm the guy that replaced Bob at Dell. But I didn't replace him. They still ask, where's Bob? I'm a professor of family business at Dell and the regional coordinator for the Women's Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub. We call it WEC. Women's Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub shares research and resources on women entrepreneurs in Canada. It's part of the federal government's Women Entrepreneurship Strategy, and it aims to increase women entrepreneurs' access to financing, talent, networks, and expertise. We are honored to be able to recognize such a worthy recipient today. Aileen Reid. I have to read this because it's long and impressive. Aileen founded AP Reid Insurance in 1980 after being told by her boss that she would likely never become a senior partner, simply because she was a woman. From the beginning, Aileen wanted to deliver personalized coverage to clients and make things easier on them instead of on the insurance companies. This is exactly what AP Reid Insurance has done for 30 years and for thousands of customers. The 80s and 90s were a time when, if you were a female insurance producer, people assumed you wrote and gained clients other than with your talent. There was an added step up to prove yourself to everyone. But Aileen, being used to being a woman in the industry, used this to her advantage. She had the ability to captivate an audience, which landed her on the cover of magazines and helped promote and build AP Reid's brand and reputation. Aileen has received numerous awards, including Top 100 Canadian Women Business Owners for 6 years running, Top 50 CEOs in Atlantic Canada, Canadian Progress Women's Club of Excellence, and twice been an Atlantic Regional finalist in the Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. Aileen recalls when she broke the news to her parents that she was going to start her own business. She was not yet 25, a single parent to a 4-year-old son, Jamie. Women entrepreneurs were rare at the time and often not encouraged to take on the risks of beginning a business. Her parents' reaction was not what she expected. As a parent, this touches me. But it was exactly what she needed to take that step. They responded with a, "Go for it. You can do it. We're with you all the way. You'll be a smashing success. We're so darn proud of you." This encouragement and optimism have guided her career and been a gift she gives back to her family, her staff, and our community. In 1987, Aileen built the Investment Property Owners Association, a program for apartment buildings that took coverage up a level by pooling smaller, mid-size owners together to get better pricing and product. She continued to grow and create customized programs to leverage new ways to do business for her clients. In 1993, they signed an agreement for the Sobeys Group insurance, a huge win for the company. As Sobeys grew and expanded from an Atlantic-based business to a more corporate mindset, AP Reid remained agile to retain their clients and meet their needs. They opened their first satellite office in Bridgewater in 1985. In 1990, the company and its customers fell victim to embezzlement, which became well publicized and for Aileen was devastating. During the next 2 years, Aileen was sorely tested. Her family and staff, who were striving to give her the ongoing support she so desperately needed, were also struggling. 2 people were pivotal in her life and in her business. The first was Aileen's brother, Lauren. Lauren offered to take unused vacation, accompanying her back to Bridgewater, and to be an extra set of hands. He was fully present during this period and was there when she needed someone to believe in her. The second individual who made a life decision during the crisis of 1990 to 92 was Jamie. Although missing his friends and school routine, he stepped up to help his mother get through this difficult time. He accompanied Aileen weekend after weekend, gave up most of his social life and after-school life to be by her side, to do whatever he could to save what he now concluded would be his life's venture. He grew along AP Reid and his mother as the company expanded. Jamie started working at AP Reid part-time when he was 10 years old and joined full-time in 1992 and became a managing partner in 2002, and in 2005 he became president. As part of the company's multi-year transition plan, Jamie succeeded his mother as CEO of AP Reid Insurance Stores in July 2010. Aileen left the business that October, 10 years ago. Herself, her brother, and her son Jamie shared the business, with Aileen retiring with 51% of the shares and her brother and son each having 24.5%. Jamie then went on to buy out his mother and his uncle's shares to become the sole owner of AP Reid and continue to grow the company. Aileen created a great foundation on how to do business, to find a need and fill it creatively, investment and risk-taking. When she saw an opportunity, she ran with it. She had the fortitude to knock on doors and persist even when hearing the word no, a common occurrence in the insurance business. There are regulations in each province the company needs to navigate through, and a no, you can't do that culture barrier is prevalent in this line of business. AP Reid may be just a small insurance company when you compare it to national organizations, but Jamie continues to take opportunities for scaling the business and attributes his current success to just saying yes. We can do it. In much the same way his grandparents encouraged Aileen as she built a business many years ago. AP Reid is a fast-growing company, but it doesn't stray from its roots. While Aileen is technically retired, she is still engaged with the company, making regular appearances when new programs are rolled out, and loves talking with employees about where the company is today. She also believes in paying it forward and has mentored and been a role model for many young women. Aileen is still a tour de force and has not slowed down since stepping away from the business. She's an avid gardener and has taken up a passion for quilting, a hobby she has embraced wholeheartedly. Her basement is a quilter's dream, complete with several sewing machines, reams of material, and a generous cutting space. Like everything Aileen takes on, she's fully in. She is giving, kind, and full of life, and it is with great pleasure that I present her with Family Business Atlantic Businesswoman of the Year Award for 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Aileen Reid on her many accomplishments.
With all this mask business, I wish I'd been in the lipstick business. You know, how many times do women have to take on, put off put their lipstick back on, right? Just lower this a bit there. Thanks so very much. We've been members of the Family Business Association for many, many years, although most of you probably know Jamie much more than you know me. Yes, I have been almost all retired for the last decade. I can't say completely, I still get a paycheck. So whenever Jamie's in the room and whenever our CFO is in the room, I like to talk about how much work I actually still do so that I can continue to earn that paycheck. But largely, my mission statement for the last few years has been to turn myself into the most successful has-been that you've ever seen. And to any founder of a business, when it's your time to go, and when your children say, "I got this now, Mom," you can just go. You say to yourself, "I got this. I know how to be a has-been. I know how to be somebody who used to be somebody." It was July 27th, 1980, when I set my feet for the first time on the road to entrepreneurship. And so this year is our 40th year in business. And I started with one employee, now we're right across the country. And in 2019, AP Reid won Canada's Best Insurance Brokerage. That is Canada's Best Insurance Brokerage right across the country. I really don't know where that time has gone. It was a lot of work, of course, as everybody knows. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I thank everybody at AP Reid, of course, from the very first person who joined AP Reid in 1981 to the one who just joined last week. Everybody's important. Everybody means everything to all of us. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Mark Pepel. I'm a vice president of FBA, and I just have to recognize an event that happened in COVID, and it's a great event. We wanted to celebrate with the rest of everyone. Our president, Amine Mousavi, who is with us today, she actually dared to get married within the COVID, and we like to recognize that point and thank her for a successful year as president of FBA and also in our coming term for the coming year. So we just want to recognize you in front of the assembled thing, and we've got a little gift on behalf of FBA and the board. So.
Just quickly say thank you so much. The past year has been an honor serving Family Business Atlantic. Today is our annual general meeting, and I'm looking forward to serving you all for another year and many years after that as I become past president. Feel free to always reach out to me if you would like to discuss family business, if you'd like to join our association, if you'd like to volunteer. We are a very lively organization, and our mandate is to put on more fun, wonderful events for all you beautiful people. Thank you.
I'm always unsure which podium I'm supposed to go to up here. Look, at the end of the day, I just want to congratulate and applaud each of the recipients one more time. Just everybody give them a round of applause again. And also want to thank our resident photographer who captured today's award ceremony. Thanks, John. And then I also want to thank our presenting sponsors, Women's Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub, Albert James, and Michael Sanderson, and M&P, who are all here today. I also just want to say, like I said at the beginning, it is great that we are actually able to host an event like this. We're all very fortunate to be living in Nova Scotia right now. Across the country, it's not as easy to get together, and I'm hoping for low cases in the future, and I think everybody is. So here's to keeping our province awesome. I encourage everybody to learn a bit more about Family Business Atlantic if you don't know about what they do in their mandate. You can log on to their website, and it's been a pleasure being with you today and to celebrate the accomplishments of a few extraordinary individuals. And then without further ado, I just want to thank our AV folks for helping us out today, and for Brightwood for allowing us to actually hold this event. And I encourage you all to stay on for the annual general meeting that's going to be happening shortly. So thank you very much, everybody, and I hope you have a great afternoon.